Okay, so we have a bunch of Pokemon news to talk about, and it's honestly really exciting. So if we take a look at this post right here, you could see that Pokemon games currently in development at Game Freak. Now, this is the list of full production, the games that are in full production, full throttle, full speed ahead. So we got Pokemon Winds and Waves, we got Pokemon Pokopia DLC co-developed with Omega Force, we got Pokemon Winds and Waves DLC, which is most likely going to release somewhere in 2028. And then we also have Pokemon Project Karasu, which is Legends 3. Now, this could easily be Pokemon Legends Johto or Pokemon Legends Galar. These are the two main games that everyone are talking about. Then we also have pre-production. So what's in pre-production is the multi-region remake, the Project Seed. And then we also have Generation 11. Now, Gen 11 is really interesting because we also have this post right here because it says, Central League says, how long do you think the next Pokemon game will be? Because obviously, you can see that every single Pokemon game came out within 3 years of each other. But now we see Pokemon Winds and Waves is 5 years of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So does this mean that they're going to bump up the time to even longer? Like, I'm not complaining about a longer generation. That means it's going to be a big game and is going to be really, really polished at the end of the day. So honestly, I would wait all the way until 2032 or whatever the case may be for something like that. Or even 2035. Who knows? It's probably going to be very interesting. So now we have this right here from Central Leaks to talk about, Pokemon Pokopia DLC. Now, from the 2024 documents, the following area has been planned. So this is the Viridian area. It was originally planned for the game, but then cut at last second. And now we're not sure if anything has changed, but these are so far the areas that are potentially coming to this DLC. So as you see here, you have the Viridian area, never-ending burrowing forests. So there's going to be a whole bunch of forests and trees, which is definitely really cool. You'll probably find a whole bunch of areas that you can make Pokemon, new areas and stuff like that. You have the Cerulean area, which is a flooded city, which you're most likely going to have a whole storyline that you're going to have to save the city from sinking and build up bridges and stuff like that. Then you also have the Cinnabar area, which is like a volcano sort of island, which that right there is pretty cool. So I guess you'll have to see. You'll most likely be some sort of volcano in the middle of the ocean where you're going to have to take your Lapras and go out there, kind of like something like Pokemon Legends Arceus, something like that. Really interesting. You also had the Lavender area, which is like Rotten Towers that reaches heaven. So maybe something like Spirit Pillar. You could get more legendary Pokemon there. That would definitely be really interesting. Or is it going to give off that spooky vibe like inside the games? Then you also have the Celadon area, which is a giant crater that reaches unbelievable depths. So this right here is pretty interesting. Now this could very well be something that we're going to be seeing in Pokemon Pokopia, or this is not going to be it. But from the leaks and rumors that we know so far, this seems like it's going to be part of that DLC that is supposedly going to be coming out soon for the game. So yeah, anyways, what are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section down below. And thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a fantastic day and see you in the next one.